What you're seeing right here is a 700 ringgit mini projector called the Yaber L1. And what piques my interest in checking out this projector here today is that not only it is a really cute and compact looking projector along with this retro looking styling, it is also a really powerful mini projector as it outputs 720p resolution and it runs Android 9 out of the box, which is something that's really interesting to check out on how well it works for people who wants a projector inside their room as well as in their small apartment and don't want to spend that much on a projector. So let's find out what the Yaber L1 is all about, and we're going to do a hands-on review on this thing. The Yaber L1 comes in a really nice compact box that's really easy to transport around. Now, even though it doesn't come with a traveling case, I'm sure this box will be more than sufficient for most people out there. Now, if you look at the front of the box, it says that it is a cozy mini theater. I mean, by all means, this projector is not anything but cozy, but it is probably trying to imply that you can create a cozy mini theater environment with this projector here, and it has Wi-Fi 6 technology, which is amazing because not even smartphones of the same price have Wi-Fi 6 technology. So we are going to expect really fast streaming speeds and all that on this projector. Now on the left, you do get some USPs, including built-in Android 9.0 OS. It supports 1080p, but natively it only supports 720p output, but it does support a 1080p signal. So it even has auto keystone correction, which is a standard feature on mini projectors these days, and it uses electric focus. Now one thing that I noticed here is that it doesn't come with any sort of autofocus. So let's say if you were to set it in a different scene and you need to change the focus, you will need to press on the buttons on top, that is actually the electric focus, or simply just use the provided remote control, which is actually still pretty convenient. Now let's check out the projector hardware. Now it comes with this really cute lens cap that's really easy to pop it off just like this. So this is how it looks like. And on the back here, we are seeing some really interesting inputs. So you get the IR receiver here, you get a USB port for connecting your flash drives or external hard drives. You even get an AV import, so it actually supports those legacy devices that uses AV connectivity. You even get a headphone output, so that is a good thing. So in case if you want to output to bigger speakers and all that, it supports wired audio. And finally, you get a HDMI import, and it is actually powered by a 2-pin port here, which is a very standard port, and which is a good thing because this is the kind of port that's really easy to find if you want to extend the cables and all that. You want to find a longer cable just because the provided one isn't long enough, you can simply just get one from an electrical store. Now on the top, you do get the power button, and like I mentioned, you get the focus buttons on top, and that's pretty much on the Yaber L1's hardware. And next, we are going to move on to our projector screen to check out what the Yaber L1 is able to offer. Now this is what you see after booting up the Yaber L1, and man, I gotta tell you, this user interface is really beautiful for a budget projector like this. Yaber really spent some effort on the projector's user interface, even though this is not exactly an official Android TV OS or whatsoever, but I have to say that it is really not too bad. Now on the top, you get a few tabs such as home, apps, video, music, and I'm just really impressed on how they are able to get all this catalog of content recommendations from all services. Now, like for example, in this music tab here, you can actually see some things like Dancing with Love. I'm assuming that this is like some dance type of music here. So you can just simply just press into them, and it will just open up the relevant app, which in this case, it is actually YouTube, which is so obvious because YouTube is the only music streaming service that you don't really need to pay in order to access a music video or whatsoever. I'm just going to stop right there due to copyright infringement and all that. But yeah, you get the point there, right? So you get to see all these sections here, which I think is really helpful for those people who doesn't know what to watch on your projector. Now, you do also get access to other apps such as TuneIn Radio, Amazon Music, Deezer, and Cello Concerts. And of course, you do get to download other apps as well. Now, if we go on over to the video tab here, which is even more interesting because it actually segregates into different categories here. You can go into movie, entertainment, entertainment kits, and let's head on to movie, for instance, and it will be a lot of movies for you to check out. So you even get some like YouTube videos, and I would say that all these videos are from YouTube. It's been categorized into comedy, horror, romance, action, and even like thriller. And one thing that I find is that the Yaber L1 has a really smooth user interface that's unlike some budget projectors that come with pretty crappy processors, and it actually lags a lot. Now this is such a pretty user interface that I'm sure you'll be interested to spend a lot more time to check out than the others, all right? So let's head on over to apps, because this is, I think, something that most people will be interested in. Now, it has its own built-in app store here, which is simply just called App Store, and it really has something such as Netflix, Miracast, some of the apps already pre-installed in the projector already. And of course, you can still download more apps from the Google Play Store if you want to. It in fact has an Android TV optimized version of the Google Play Store, as you can see right here, which is actually great. But this projector, unfortunately, isn't a Netflix licensed device here. So if you were to play Netflix on this, you got to use some older version of Netflix in order to play that. Let me just show you how it looks like. So let's say if I run Netflix right here, you can see that this is actually not the most recent icon or whatsoever. So it's not exactly the latest version of Netflix. As you can see, the logo is not like really clear. So it's obviously some fourth version of Netflix or whatsoever. But yeah, you will still be able to log into Netflix and all that, but it's not exactly a remote friendly experience, as you have to use the mouse cursor and all that, because this is essentially the tablet phone version of Netflix. You get what I mean, right? So you will also not be able to stream Netflix in HD, of course, because like I said, this is not a Netflix certified device. Right, let's just try to play some YouTube videos right here, probably some of our YouTube videos. I'm sorry for that shake. Right, so we are going to head on to our YouTube channel here, and we're just going to play some of our videos here, okay? So let's just play our Asus VivoBook 16 versus HP Laptop 15 video, and let's take a look at it. So, what's up everyone? In today's video, we have there you go. The speaker sounds very loud. Okay, let me just reduce the volume here. So currently we have it up on 100% here, and I can tell that this speaker is actually pretty impressive. It is actually a single 5-watt speaker inside this projector here, which I personally think is really good if you're using it in a small room or a small living room. But of course, it does not have that much of bass, which is a thing with this kind of 5-watt speaker. So if you want better sound quality, you gotta have to plug in a external speaker or simply just connect a Bluetooth speaker to make it sound much better, right? So overall, as you can see, it actually plays really smooth, and it says that it has Wi-Fi 6 technology, which, to be honest, I have no way to find out whether it is connected properly to our Wi-Fi 6 network, but I assume it is because the YouTube video stream actually loaded pretty fast. So I assume it is actually working on Wi-Fi 6. Now, since we have an HDMI port on the Yaber L1, why don't we do some Spider-Man 2 gaming right here and to find out if there's any form of input lag. Now, let's just try to swing around the city. All right, so I have to say that it is actually pretty impressive. I basically do not find any input lag right here as I press on the controller here. It is very responsive. I'm actually very surprised, and it's even way better than some cheap budget TVs that I have reviewed before here. So yeah, the Yaber L1 is actually a pretty good gaming mini budget projector here, I have to say. But the only thing that I'm really not impressed is the image quality here. I mean, I already tried turning off all the studio lights here in order to get the best possible image quality on the projector, but I can still see that not all parts of the entire display area is properly lit up, and that's probably a limitation of the LCD lighting technology that the Yaber L1 uses here. And since it's actually displaying like 720p of native resolution, you can definitely see it a little pixelated when it comes to the image quality. Now, of course, the PS5 supports up to 8K resolution, so putting it on this projector is like putting on a potato display here. So you can definitely see a lot of pixelation happening right here on the display, especially if you can look at the leaves on the trees there. They are just so pixelated that it just doesn't feel nice. But guys, this is like almost a 100-inch display. on the budget side, so you really shouldn't complain there. Overall, I have to say the Yaber L1 will serve as a really good room projector for gaming and entertainment. Overall, the Yaber L1 is a really nice budget mini projector that works really well for me, even though, like I said, the image quality is not the best, but considering the price that you are paying right there, this is the type of image quality that you should be getting. And of course, it works the best if you're in a super dark room and you do not have any source of lighting. It really works best in that way. And this is what it is for a 700 ringgit projector. It works great. It comes built in with Android 9. Really saves you a lot of convenience instead of connecting TV sticks and all that. And it's a really good one. Definitely go check it out. Alright, so that's all for the Yaber L1. Let me know what are your thoughts in the comments down below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos coming right up. And I'll see you guys in the next one.